Jeff.
Who would be lying?
A good question right there by Morara Kebaso. And this is the question that is currently trending in Kenya. Who would be lying? Is it Morara Kebaso or the Statehouse Spokesperson Hussein Mohamed?
By the way, let Morara substantiate that the president called him. Let's not look at other sideshows, because he's lying.
Yesterday, Morara Kebaso was live on Citizen TV in an interview with Jeff Koinange. In the interview, he revealed that he had received job offers from people around the president, and also that the president had given him a call with a job offer in the government.
And State House has called you. You've had calls from the president.
Yeah.
Himself.
Initially, I had calls from people around the president. Then eventually, I got a call from the president. I spoke to him very respectfully because he's our president and he has been given that mandate by the people. And whatever I was offered, I refused. I was offered a state position. Serikali ni kubwa. Come, we find you something. But I believe it's overcrowded over there. There are enough people over there. And being a brilliant person and a person of integrity, I believe that if I go into government, I'm going there to be corrupt, because there's too much demand for corruption. There's too much demand for you to steal money and give to certain people. So for that reason, I'll not be comfortable. I'll be depressed working there. I'd rather stay at my furniture shop and do my business. Truthfully speaking.
Ukakata?
Yeah.
Ukakata?
Nilikata.
Na president alikwambia serikali ni kubwa?
The government is big. We can find you something to be busy.
Good Lord. Where did you come from, man? Nobody says no to the Gava.
The Statehouse spokesperson Hussein Mohamed was also part of the interview via a phone call. He simply discredited Morara's claims that he had received a call from the president and asked Morara to substantiate or to prove that he had indeed gotten a call from the president.
It's just unbelievable. I mean, I wasn't following, but I was told about this. I'm just shocked at what the gentleman, Morara, is saying. I wonder why he would lie on national TV that the president called him. So, for the record, such a call never happened. It's a figment of his imagination. I mean, all you should have done, at the very least, is say that is, or those are his words, and it's an alleged claim from.
As we've heard, Hussein Mohamed has simply denied that Morara Kebaso has ever received a call from the president, or that the president has ever called Morara Kebaso. This is how Morara Kebaso responded.
I'm so sad that they have an honest man lying for them.
You think he's lying?
He is. This is the number of the president. We can send
and
him.
You said he called.
We can send him 10 bob on Mpesa and see whether the name is William Ruto.
To that, Hussein Mohamed said that anyone can claim to have the president's number, or anyone in Kenya can have the president's number.
I will not continue this conversation. I respect you and I respect Morara. It's very simple. A lot of Kenyans have the president's number, by the way. Let Morara substantiate that the president called him. Let's not look at other sideshows, because he's lying and he's running away from the question. Can he substantiate? It's that simple.
Tell me, Hussein, when you say he's lying, did you speak to the president and the president said he never spoke to Morara?
Yes, I'm asking you, the onus is on Morara to substantiate. He said he was called.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Yeah. So can he prove that he was called? Jeff, will you allow anybody in Kenya to just walk into your studio and say he was called by the president and you just believe it? I have been a journalist. You have to ask him to substantiate that.
But he did. I mean, he told us how.
He hasn't. He hasn't.
All right.
I've asked him to. He's going to other issues. He's not substantiating it.
What substantiation do you want? Do you want the call back from Safaricom?
Yeah, he can prove it.
All right, let's have another interview tomorrow. I go and get my call records.
He'll get his callbacks from Safaricom and he can substantiate. Will that make you happier?
It's not about being happy. It's about saying the truth, Jeff.
After the interview, Morara said on his timeline, "I am not going to follow the footsteps of those leaders who used to record the president or put him on loudspeaker to prove a point. I don't think it's good manners. For that reason, I will not focus on proving whether or not it happened. Isaac Mwaura knows it happened. William Ruto knows it happened. End of story. Let's focus on kutengua mahali ametenga." The call is not of any importance in the fight for good governance and end of corruption. Let's not divert the conversation. The nation knows who the liar is between me and Dr. William Ruto. Ruthless focus, forward we march. A netizen replied to Morara and said they are so desperate to divert attention. By now, they've probably combed through everything you've done since birth and found nothing. Yet they have the nerve to make a big angry statement about a phone call while staying silent on all the real corruption. Another netizen said, when mainstream media call you for an interview, it's not always to amplify your voice. Often, the aim is to discredit your cause or twist your words. Stay vigilant and defend your narrative with clarity and conviction. Your goal and what you have achieved is bigger than any interview. Mr. Mike told Morara, we all know who the liar is. Don't even take a second to prove yourself right. We already know he called you, thinking you can easily be compromised. Wewe sio Raila. Another one, going by Kijana ya Baba, said, Morara, what you're doing is not bad, but lying to the public that you spoke to the president was out of line. The president is the symbol of national unity. Respect that office. So according to you, dearest viewer, who do you think is lying between the two? Drop your comments in the comment section and also remember to subscribe to BNN for more updates.